OK，
除了13号以外，你还推荐？
甜饼好吃。
Have you ever wondered what a traditional Taiwanese breakfast looks like? Well, wonder no more, as today we are going to a must-try Taiwanese breakfast spot in Taipei, and we are going Michelin, baby. Fu Hang Soy Milk, Fu Hang Dou Jiang has been on the Michelin Bib Gourmand list since 2018. No big deal, you know. They've also been operating since 1958. As they are a Bib Gourmand favorite, you can also expect the food to be very reasonably priced. Today, I'm going to be giving you the lowdown on how to get there, what and how to order, as well as taste testing all their best sellers. I will also be providing the names of everything I try in English, Chinese, and the associated Chinese phonetic pronunciations so you can order like a pro at this popular Michelin cafe. But before we do that, hi, I'm Steve from the Fat Life Project. I love food and I'm always checking out new places to eat. So if you like food just as much as I do, I highly recommend subscribing so that we can go on more food adventures together. With that out of the way, let's get into it. Fu Hang is located in the Zhongcheng district. The closest station is Shandao Temple Station, which is on the Blue Banyan Metro line. Once you get to Shandao Temple Station, you want to locate exit 5, and there is no further directions needed because once you reach the outside of exit 5, you will almost immediately spot the queue going into Fuhang Soy Milk on your right. I recommend jumping in immediately. If you're catching an Uber or cab instead, I've also included the Google Map location and address in Chinese in the description box. I got there around 8:50 a.m. on a Sunday, and this was the queue situation. Don't fret though, as it does move fairly quickly. It took me roughly 40 minutes to get to the ordering counter. However, if lining up isn't your thing, I would recommend going right when they open at 5:30 a.m. I have to say, lining up was pretty entertaining though, as you will get a behind the scenes look at the kitchen team baking away. The staff at the counter are also some of the friendliest I've ever met, serving the huge crowd with smiles all around. The menu right behind them is in Chinese, but you can also ask for the English menu, though due to their large crowds, you will likely be rushed along to order, so I highly recommend doing your research and decide what to order before you go. Allow me to give you some suggestions. Starting with this, you can't go to a place called Fuhang Soy Milk and not get soy milk, right? You can get their sweet soy milk hot or cold, both of which I'm fairly familiar with being a Malaysian and all, but guys, I've never had a salty soy milk before, so I had to give it a go. It is served hot, topped off with green onions, pickles, and shrimp. Honestly, I wasn't sure what to expect, and the soy was also slightly curdled, likely from the heat, so imagine my surprise when I realized how delicious this was. The combination of the shrimp oil, pickles, and onions was also good. My Taiwanese breakfast experience is off to a great start. You know what pairs perfectly with soy milk in a traditional Taiwanese breakfast though? The answer is deep-fried Chinese donuts known as Youtiao. I got one of Fu Hang's flagships, this signature thick bread with a deep-fried donut stick, and would like to officially proclaim that there's nothing better than carbs on carbs, especially when they're fresh out of the oven. The crunch when you bite into the Youtiao is unreal. Highly recommend you add this to your order. Every single review that I read of Fu Hang Soy Milk lists this next dish as a must-try. This egg pancake consists of a fried egg in a well-oiled dough. It tasted pretty delicious. One thing I enjoy about Taiwanese cuisine in general is nothing is ever too salty and is always seasoned just right. This might even be a better choice if you're hitting up Fu Hang Soy Milk alone, as the serving size is a lot smaller.
OK，
除了13号以外，你还推荐？
甜饼好吃。
I was curious to try out more of their baked goods after seeing and smelling all the baking action happening in the kitchen. When I asked the cashier what else they would recommend, they gave me this bun filled with caramel in a sesame seeds encased dough. It was a deliciously sweet way to finish up what was a huge breakfast. I totally understand why Fu Hang Soy Milk is so popular and highly recommend you check them out. Click on this playlist here if you want to see what other Taipei food spots I recommend. Also, if you found this video helpful, informative, or entertaining in any way, I would really appreciate a like and subscribe, as it really helps my tiny little channel out. I upload every Saturday at 11 a.m. Sydney time, so be sure to also hit that bell notification so you can start your weekends with me. That's all I got for you, my foodie friends. I hope you have a fantastic fat weekend, and let's hang out again next weekend.